Kurt said he was so scared. Here he is witnessing to gangs, and they were right on his face. And it's a little fearful, a little shaky, and he's giving them the word. But then 5 years later, look who shows up on the street. The product of the seed. Evidence that when the seed was sown, God did something. Evidence of God. You just tell that guy right there that showed up, there is no God. And watch him say, you didn't know me before he came in. Christianity is not about blind faith. There's evidence to prove it. Look at you. Look at Matt. Look at Charlotte. Look at Betty. Look at Ken. You are the evidence God exists. Because let me tell you, your faith is useless. You don't believe in a God. It's nothing created everything. There is no God. You would rise and stand and say, oh yes there is. But you never have had your faith confronted quite like that. Well, you did the other night, right? Actually, it was good. When you have somebody in your house that tells you they are the great I am. It's challenging to your faith to be confronted and challenged that they are God, not the God you know. Now, let me tell you this. Great persecution is in China. Great persecution in Iran and Iraq and in the Middle East and Nigeria and in South Africa and all different parts of the world. The church thrives. The devil has not learned it yet. Mm-hmm. When you mess with somebody long enough, even John Mellor will tell you, I'm coming after your kingdom. You take my wife, my family, my house, and you give pain in my body and make me sick? I'm going to preach the word harder. I'm going to study the word. I want the anointing of God even more. I'm coming after you, devil, for messing with me. The first time you have to take a stand for Jesus Christ, and you have to make a decision, you will take a deep breath and you will stand. And you will begin to grow. Because that's how the church grows in persecution. For the first time, all the weenies in America will begin to stand up. If they really and truly have Jesus. John 14:21 says, and I will love him, and I will manifest myself to him. That means God's going to show up. Yes. Evidence. Hebrews 11:6 says, for he that cometh to God must believe that he is. You do have to believe he is. And that he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. God will reward me because I diligently seek him. Jesus believes that God created the world. That mankind was male and female from the beginning. That the devil was the father of lies and a murderer. Abel was a real person. He was the first martyr. And the flood was real. A cataclysmic event that killed all people on the earth outside of the ark. And if Jesus quotes it, it's real. So this hodgepodge stupidity that the ark never was by born-again believers and preachers that I'm hearing is Tommy rot. Heresy. It's godless.
That's right.
Because Jesus even quoted Noah.
Yeah.
As in the days of Noah, so shall it be, as in the coming of the Son of Man. As the door was closed. When he begins to quote it, you don't believe Jesus, then you really don't believe the word.
That's right.
Jesus responded numerous times in his ministry, it is written. It is written. It is written. He quoted every book of the Pentateuch and all of the prophets. Jesus knew the Hebrew Scriptures so well, he was a little bit of a Ray Comfort. And what's that guy's name again? Kirk Cameron and Ken Hovind and a Jack Van Impe. They decided they would know the Word so they could be ready to give a defense at any moment. Jesus healed people just to say, I'm He. I'm real. Believe on me. You know, there's some things that require faith. Some things don't require faith. Your emotions. I slap Matt and tell him to wake up because he's sleeping on the front row and his eyes are drooping. He would give back an emotion. Yes, he would. And it would not be love, joy, and peace. That's how I look at it.